everybody, happy Tuesday. Welcome to my first installment of making a squash blossom. So I've had this idea for probably 8 years now that I wanted to do a Thunderbird piece. I have this little tiny pattern that I drew and cut out years ago that I wanted to do. Just never did, so he's been sitting in my file cabinet all these years. And I finally decided, okay, for this show, that's what I'm doing, is a big Thunderbird squash blossom. So he's going to be quite a bit larger than this paper pattern now. Although I might do a smaller brooch using this one. But the first step whenever Brian and I plan out one of these kind of necklaces is to make the beads and get that going as soon as possible. I don't usually run the beads all the way to the back like a traditional. I'll come to about right here, and then I'll switch to some handmade chain that lays a little bit flatter. So usually I end up making about 52 beads. So we'll see. I'm going to do, I think 3 different size beads in this one. I've never done that before, so that'll be a little different. I've gotten a bunch of silver discs, got them drilled out, and Brian's already dapped and domed them for me. I'm not sure that I have enough yet, but I'll have to do a little count and see what we're up to. But I'll show you those steps again real quick. We do have other videos showing more detail making the beads, and let's get to it. So here's my sketchbook and kind of a rough idea of how I want the pendant to be on the squash blossom. I'll have the traditional little squash blossom that come across the side. So I'm going to incorporate license plates and sterling with this. And I can come back over here to my bench and show you kind of what I have laid out. And what started the whole idea actually was this W from the license plates. One day it just hit me that, oh my gosh, that looks like tail feathers. And I started cutting all the W's out of my license plates. So I've got different sizes. But I think we're going to do this one. You can kind of get an idea of the size. I'm going to cut out some other pieces for the feathers. And this turquoise will be the bail. But I've got 3 sizes of beads going here. And this is what we've cut and domed so far. Brian's been busy. Here's all the pieces he's dapped out. So, on our 3 sizes. And this little jig that we made a couple weeks ago is really awesome. It has really sped up the time it takes to drill out those discs for the beads. And I do have a little, like a cool tip video. It's just a few videos back that'll show you how I made that. So that's step 1, getting the sketch, the idea, and then start work on all the beads. So we're off to a good start, I think. I like the colors a lot. Right now I'm debating whether to engrave the feathers on the wings or to use my stamps and kind of put the wing texture in that way. I may have to make one of each and really let that help me decide which way I'm going to go with that. So far I'm really excited about this one. It's going to be a large pendant, really. I may not even need as many beads now that I'm looking at this pendant because it's so large. I could shorten the length of the bead chain. But I'd really like to get some more color up into the chain, but I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do that. I could do stones, but I think it'd be kind of fun if I could figure out a way to make the little blossoms off of the beads out of the license plates. I don't know. Could do enamel. I'm not sure. So we'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching this week's first installment.